specifically, what is it about the Switch for Schools thing that seems to have worked for you?
Yeah,
And what have you seen as the impact of growing that emotional intelligence in a
yeah,
different way on your
yeah.
population?
So we have switch check-in every day. We sort of pick up a emotion and we will talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
We also do switch check-in after lunch,
Mm.
because always lunchtime for our kids can be a bit hairy out there. So
Yeah.
when they come in, we'll do a switch check-in. It's quite funny if we don't do a switch check-in. They'll actually tell us, come on, you need to do our switch check-ins,
Yeah.
which is really, really good.
Yeah.
But I think for us with Switch, it's helping our children to understand that there's not just one type
Mm.
of emotion. So we're not just angry, like
Mm-hmm.
there could be another reason why you're feeling this angry. And I think that's been really important, because
Mm.
with the switch, there are so many different, emotions,
Mm.
that sometimes they've even said to us, oh, I didn't even know that that was even how I was feeling,
Yeah. Wow.
which is really, really good. And it has taken a long time because, you know, the kids on the spectrum, they don't like, change.
No.
They like to
No.
feel the same way, and they like to do the
I
same
don't think
role.
any of us really like change, do
Yeah,
we? I
no,
mean,
no,
you know.
yeah, yeah. So it's been really good, and it's been good that they can actually recognize how they're feeling.
Mm.
So they're not just coming across that I'm really tired,
Mm.
like, because a lot of our kids are really, really tired. Like they'll come across and they'll go, I'm just maybe a little bit bored, or I'm a
Mm.
little bit anxious.
Mm.
So for us, Switch has been really great because we've been able to investigate the emotions a little bit more.
Mm. And what has been the impact, though, of that?
There was one time we had this new student who he didn't go to school for many, many years. He'd go for one day, then not go for a couple of months. And I explained what switch was, and he always checked in as, angry, or, he was always really quite heightened and that sort of
Mm.
thing, but he never ever wanted to chat. And then one day he said, maybe. So I
Wow.
thought, oh, I'm close. I'm close, But like every single time, I always say to him, check in. We like to know how you're feeling, if you slept on well, and that. And then after a couple of months, he decided that he wanted to chat with me.
Wow.
So as soon as that came up on my emails, I was down there like you wouldn't believe, oh my God. So he just said, no one's ever wanted to talk to him before about how he was actually feeling. So now he is one of our the best check-ins,
Yeah.
and he will go through all the check-ins. He will go to all the switches and, find little strategies and everything like that.
And have you seen that impact his behavior?
Absolutely. So he's not very good at verbalizing how he feels at that moment.
Mm.
He'll often say to me or the teacher, I need to do switch check-in.
Mm.
And I'll go, okay. And then he'll do switch check-in. And because sometimes then they can't verbally explain to us how they're feeling and what they want. And then you'll get to that point where it says, would you like to talk to someone?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he pushes yes. So for that has made that open lines of communication.
Mm.
So he's
Mm.
not bottling it up anymore.
Mm.
He knows that he's got people here that can talk
Mm.
to. Yeah.
And I'm sort of making the assumption from what you're saying that when it's bottled up, it'll still come out. It'll just come out in a behavioral
Oh,
way rather than a conversational way.
absolutely. We never knew what was actually going on.
Yeah.
A lot of our kids on the spectrum, they don't understand people's, like, I can be looking at you and you're looking at me like so blankly, and they would think that I'm really angry with them,
Yeah. Okay.
and so getting them to understand emotions is so important, and that then helps with their mental health.
Mm.
It's this circle that's
Mm.
such a positive one.
Mm.
And the best thing about Switch is the memes. I
Oh,
need to put that on.
Everyone loves the memes.
No,
Everyone loves the memes.
yeah, no, dad, or the dad
All the
jokes, they
dad jokes.
actually
I gotta
call it.
say,
Yeah.
I am very proud of many of the memes that go through.
Oh my
I did
God.
love coming to the school and
Yeah.
having one of the kids pull us up about the memes that they weren't logical enough, or that you know they were too easy. He got them all, you know.
I know, I know. We get
That was
that every
hilarious.
single day. I get someone telling me a meme every single day, and I'm like, oh my
Oh,
God.
that's hilarious.